Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic farming, and we have reached January year 4. And as you can tell, overnight we've had a little bit of a flurry of snow. Last time Nordic and I were busy doing some forestry work, carving a bit of channel of trees through to Veterans Park Field, and the main purpose for cutting this channel of trees is to expand our yard to build some silos. We still have quite a lot of work ahead of us. We've got some more trees to clear out, but Nordic and I have done some planning. We've selected a silo that we're going to build, and also a storage yard for things like lime, fertilizer, and liquid goods that we need. But the first thing we have got to do this morning is it's the month of January, so we've got some crops that are at the best price to sell. That includes oats, wheat, and sorghum. So I'm going to hop in the MOG with Nordic, and we'll be running some of those crops down to the farmer's market to get them sold up, and hopefully make a good amount of money. But speaking of money, you would have seen that the bank account is looking rather nice. 551,000, $500,000, and that is all from our BGA profits. We were running the conveyors from one of the silage bunks and putting that into the BGA to turn into biogas, and that has been working very productively. So yeah, we are quids in thanks to the silage. But I'm hoping that we're going to make a good amount of money from our crop sales too, and that should enable us to put some installations of new silos, but invest some money into some new infrastructure, which is going to help for the next season's worth of crops, which is going to be larger than we currently have capacity for in our current silos. You can see that Nordic is slipping and sliding a little bit on some of the snow. Not sure what crop he is going to select first. We will see. Oh, he's gone for oats. Right, we're going to fill this up, and then we'll move on to the wheat and the sorghum and get that all sold. Oh, gosh. Oh dear. Sorghum is going in. We've already dropped off the wheat and the oats. The oats I think we've got about 30,000 for. The wheat 17,000. And the sorghum we have got 23,000. So there we go. We are over the 600,000 mark, and I think that was thanks to some more silage profits that have been trickling in this morning. And you would have noticed that we've been slipping and sliding all over the place, as the traction on the snow is pretty difficult, especially with this heavy trailer. So we did make a little pit stop into the shop to buy a front weight, We went for the heaviest we could go for, which might have been a little bit of a mistake, because it could be slightly too heavy for the front of the Mog, so the rear wheels are not getting as much traction. But when it is a full and heavy trailer, that's when it seems to work the best. But yeah, I think it's mainly the snow that has been hindering us this morning, so been trying to tell Nordic to take it easy, but he's a bit of a foot to the floor kind of driver. But nonetheless, we will head back to the farm, as we've got the next stage of tree clearing in the new silo section. Oh, here we go. Sliding again. Oh, gosh. Straight into a tree. We're lucky that this Unimog is quite robust, and the front weight is a bit of a battering ram, to be honest. But we will make it back unscathed, hopefully, and carry on with the forestry work. Made it back in one piece. This seems to be a tricky corner to take when it's in the snow, but we'll park up the trailer and then we can crack on with the forestry. I think I'm in the JCB first of all this morning, as I think we did the winching at the end of last time. Excellent work, Nordic. Right, we can jump out of the Mog, as I think we were using the steel for winching last time. Yes, we were. And we had the winch on the back and the stump grinder on the front. So yeah, we are in the JCB this morning. So we best get to it, Nordic. And the plan is that the silo that we've got, it's quite a rustic looking silo. So it's going to back onto the rear of the sawmill and go up and into the trees here. So pretty much all these trees, all the way up to Veterans Park, we are going to clear, apart from this small little section over here, where we'll leave a little bit of a coppice. And the main reason for doing that is because we want to widen Veterans Park, as it's a little bit of a thin point up the top here. We want to make this section as wide as it is up to that far corner in the distance. So yeah, Veterans Park will span where I'm running now, all the way down to about where these stumps are here. Yep, we might have a bit of a wonky line on the edge of Veterans Park, but that is fine. And then this is going to be silo and storage area with a nice bit of driving and yard space. So that is the plan. We will try and get that done today, obviously tree behaviour permitting. So let's jump in the JCB, we can get that fired up and hopefully into work mode. There we go. Get the harvester switched on and I will crack on. I think what is probably best is maybe starting on this side, because if we don't get far enough all the way down to Veterans Park, at least we could maybe clear enough to get our silo built and the storage yard built, and then in a second wind we could look to clear the space to extend Veterans Park. So it's donning the forestry montage music once again, and we'll get to it, probably swapping with Nordic at some point so we can do some winching. Right, there we go. We have cleared a very nice portion there. And if I'm honest, I think that is some of my finest forestry work. Not too many mishaps, which is always a good time, especially with forestry machines and managing the way that the tree falls and so forth. Right, I think what I might do is, not grab the fishing rod, help Nordic out by clearing some of these stumps, and then we will trade places. Now, some of the logic around cutting these trees where they are close to the sawmill was to try and get them to fall into the sawmill spawn point, and that is very good. However, the sawmill is actually full, so can't really spawn any of these trees out of the way just yet. But as the sawmill works its way through, that will be very good to get them cleared away. Now, of course, I had figured that it was just the BGA that was giving us our profits, but of course we are busy making lots of building materials at the sawmill, so that is obviously contributing to the funds as well. Let's see if we can get anything spawned in. I don't think we can. The sawmill has got... yeah, and the 140,000 litres is the capacity, so I think the trees are probably going to max it out, which is why there is a good bunch stuck at the spawn point. There we go, giving them a little bit of a shunt out the way. Nordic has jumped into the forestry machine, so he is whirling away. We will jump in the steer and get it started up. Probably want to raise the winch so we're not hindering ourselves. And we'll get to dragging some of the logs out of the way to the wood chipper instead. I think there's a couple of small ones here, plus the one Nordic is cutting down, but we're making some good progress. I'm hoping that we'll be able to clear a good amount of space for our silo and for our storage yard, and that'll be a good start. well, we are finished, and this entire section has been cleared. Left a little coppice just between the sawmill and Veterans Park. As you can see, we have a massive wide open space here where we can place a silo now and some storage sheds. And down towards Veterans Park, we have a good amount of width, so we can extend the tip section of Veterans Park to make it pretty much as wide as it can be all the way through to the length of the field. Right, well, there's only one thing for it now, and that is to place our new silo and storage shed, which is going to go behind the sawmill. So yeah, let's get constructing. And there we go. The new silo has been constructed, and as you can see, it's kind of a two-part building, and it's in a little bit of a L shape. It's got this main building here with 4 big tanks and a drive-through section, and this is where the grate is, where we can deposit our various grains. It has a 500,000 litre capacity, so a mighty big upgrade compared to the smaller silos that we've got over there, which we will probably replace. And then it has a little extension off to the side, but yeah, the total capacity is 500,000 litres of grain, which yeah, is pretty cool, and I do really like this silo. It fits in the forest quite nicely, and we've managed to link it up with some of our existing tracks, so it's a nice drive-through which peels off from the road and track that goes between the sawmill spawn area, or dumping spot I should say. We've still got quite a mass of trees here. I need the sawmill to work its way through so we can get all this wood deposited in there. And we were planning to put some storage sheds in, however not been able to source them this time round, so first thing next time we will build those, and I think they'll probably go next to the silo over here somewhere. But yeah, we've got a nice clean open space that we can extend Veterans Park into, plus some brand new silos and a good amount of yard space to be driving around in. So I think all in all, I can call today a win, and I think Nordic and I are very much looking forward to getting back to some field work. Very much. But that is it for today. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. And as always, check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. All there's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.